Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Jets defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Running on first down, Eckler. Down to the 42, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number.
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception. One reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. At their own 39-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert back to the air. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
Who's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch there for Wilson and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Rodgers now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Second down and 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Herbert on first down now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And the defense closes quickly there. And they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go, let's go.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Crowd right.
It's Eckler again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's J.K. Scott now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Rodgers to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Davis now to return it. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's taken down inside the 30. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, Eckler. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Go, go. Hey, go, Lion. Go, hey, go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hall again. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over.
Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, some strong running. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Run.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Once more, here's Ekeler. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Up the middle with Ekeler. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for L.A. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He connected on his first, this from 41. And now movement prior to the snap, and if that's a false start, that could make this a little more interesting. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
But Charles, you think about this.